Manchester City on brink of title as Brighton and Hove Albion thump Arsenal. Manchester City are one win away from the Premier League title thanks to Brighton and Hove Albion's merited 3-0 win over a lackluster Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. A couple of hours on from the champions' 3-0 win at Everton, Julio Enciso, Deniz Undav and Pervis Estupinan put Mikel Arteta's meek men to the sword in North London by the same scoreline, as Roberto De Zerbi's men virtually extinguished their hosts' hopes of top-flight glory. There was no love lost between the two clubs inside the opening 10 minutes as Gabriel Martinelli clattered into Keira Mitoma, striking the Japanese attacker in the face with his elbow. Surprisingly, neither challenge warranted further punishment from Andy Madley, as Enciso tried to pick out the top corner under pressure in the 12th minute, and Aaron Ramsdale had to be alert to tip the Paraguayan's effort over at his near post. Just 4 minutes later, Martin Odegaard tried to replicate his sublime strike from last weekend's win over Newcastle United, but the Norwegian's long-range shot trickled just past the post. Jason Steele had it covered anyway. During this time, Martinelli was still moving gingerly after that Caicedo challenge, and the Brazilian's race was run after just 20 minutes as Leandro Trossard came on against his former employers. The Belgian very nearly haunted his old club in the 31st minute, clipping the crossbar following a quick break, before Enciso fired over the top with the goal gaping 6 minutes later, having just lent back from Mitoma's ball across. Roberto De Zerbi's men enjoyed the strange sensation of dominating possession at the Emirates, but Arsenal began to turn the screw in a 5-minute added time period, and Bukayo Saka fizzed a low shot just wide of the post before an ill-tempered opening 45 was brought to an end. The Gunners started the second half brightly too, but one long ball over the top to Mitoma caused chaos for Arsenal, as Brighton broke the deadlock in freakish circumstances in the 51st minute. Mitoma held off Ben White on the right and picked out Pervis Estupinan on the overlap, who got a second bite at the cherry after a poor first cross, and Enciso was left unmarked to head home from inside the 6-yard box. Jakub Kiwior, who was marking Enciso, had bizarrely gone down just before the Paraguayan nodded in the opener, but replays showed that Evan Ferguson had trodden on the centre-back's ankle. The goal was allowed to stand, though. Brighton's confidence was through the roof, which is more than could be said for a perturbed Arsenal, although substitute Reiss Nelson came close to restoring parity for the hosts in the 62nd minute, flashing a powerful strike just beyond the far post. The underwhelming Gunners were otherwise quelled by De Zerbi's men with ease, and Brighton, who were a cut above tactically, all but killed Arsenal's title chances in the 86th minute. Offering a helping hand to his former club, Trossard tried to flick the ball round Alexis Mac Allister inside his own half, but the ball deflected off the Argentine and fell for Undav in acres of space. 8 minutes of added time handed Arsenal the smallest glimmer of hope, given their penchant for late goals this season, but Estupinan put the result beyond any doubt, picking out the side netting after Ramsdale parried Undav's strike into his path. Sitting on 81 points with 2 games remaining, Arsenal are 4 points adrift of Man City, who have a game in hand and will be crowned champions if they overcome Chelsea next weekend. The Gunners take to the road for the final time in the current season next Saturday against Nottingham Forest, while the Seagulls travel to Newcastle United on Thursday evening.